You see, ever since I was young, I always dreamed of being a millionaire, owning my own brand, being like my favorite YouTuber. And you know, I remember being a kid, I remember a time when, you know those little magnetic balls with the rods? I would put them together, make them into a Beyblade shape, you know, spin them thinking, oh, this is revolutionary, this is something new, brand new. And I'll go to my dad and tell him, you know, that I was onto something. I was ready to tackle the world with my new invention. That feeling always stuck around. It was always something within me. It's crazy to think that even if you worked 24 hours every single day for a whole year, you still wouldn't be a millionaire. Now, that's crazy for me when I think about it. This is where you really start to see the scale of your dream, how steep and how deep it really is. You start to understand why not everybody has achieved their goals, achieved their dreams. It takes work, it takes endurance, you know, persistence, and all the other buzzwords that you can think of to get there. And I'm telling you all of this because when I was 20 years old, just like many of you today, and just like many of you had, I had a dream that in 5 years' time I would achieve X, Y, and Z. Wait. Oh my God, I fell again. Oh shit. And I guess this kind of stems mainly from, of course, working. You know, you get home, then you feel lazy. You know, all the comforts start to play on your mind, and you know, time goes by. But it's also that I was so conscious, maybe too conscious, of the impeding time passing away, fading away, never to be seen again. And we've all heard the saying that comparison is the thief of joy. And really, I should only be comparing myself to yesterday. But you know, as poetic as it sounds, it's sometimes easier said than done. Sometimes we do get in our own heads. I guess when you do see that some people are married, have kids, you know, got a house, and then some other people are, you know, exploring, adventuring, finding out what they want out of life, it is hard to figure out what you should really be doing at 25. What is the aim? What is the goal? What is the meaning? You know, like, do you take risks today or do you save for tomorrow? You know, you could die tomorrow. And obviously, it's not to say that you can't do both. You know, you can have that mix of family and still adventuring and, you know, the whole full shebang. I think being put into a box is what keeps us the most restless. We feel like because we're a certain age, because we're at a certain time in our life, because we haven't hit this and that, it means we can't do this and that. We get in our own minds of caring what people think, even though we haven't seen them in many, many years. And just turning 25, I understand I'm still young. I understand that this is a bit dramatic, because if the internet has taught us anything, is that you can do anything at any age. Whether that's kids reviewing toys or grannies playing Call of Duty, the world literally is your oyster. It's probably easier now than it ever has been to achieve your goals, to make money, and to be the person that you always dreamed of being. At the end of the day, all it comes down to is supplying the demand, giving somebody what they need or what they want. Maybe they don't even know what it is yet. Let's be real, getting too deep, getting too much into your feelings is a recipe for disaster. Kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because if that's your thoughts, your inner thoughts day in and day out of how depressed and upset you are, that's all that's gonna happen, right? And I guess it kind of sucks out the fulfillment, the enjoyment of the little things in life. You know, the little spark of the moment. It's funny because I recently started reading this book, and it basically says that there's story-worthy moments every day in your life, and if every day you just write down a few sentences of the highlight of your day, you start to remember like the little things, just the little things of you and your dog, right? The little things of you and your family, or you going to see something pretty in a park like this. It makes you realize, it makes you appreciate, to have gratitude for the things in life that really do matter. Because look, at the end of the day, every 5 years or so, you're gonna start feeling exactly the same. That 5 years ago, you were so young, you had such a spring in your step, you was able to do anything that you wanted. So really it's about being present, enjoying the moment, enjoying today, realizing that it's true, like, there's no better time than the present. Today is the start of the rest of your life. Life's about, being accountable, realizing that anything in your life that you want, you can change. But it's only if you really want it. It's up to you, right? If you're not happy at a certain place, then you leave. If you feel like you're not performing right, if you're not doing well, then you learn more. No one's forcing you to stay in your current circumstances. Yes, you're going to have responsibilities, you're going to have bills to pay, you're going to have to do this and that. No one said it's going to be easy. Nobody said that it's a walk in the park. But what you need to understand is that you always will be serving a master, right? You always be serving something. Whether that's your job, whether that's your customers, whether that's views on the screen. And realizing that these dreams that you had when you was a kid can still come true, but maybe not in the exact way that you dreamt. They do say that just having a family, being happy with, a wife and kids is the most fulfilling thing, is the most rewarding thing, is the thing that really is, one of the most core memories of their first child being born, or getting married, or just living a content life in that aspect. Just know what your master is, know what you want to chase, and enjoy it, man. Anyway, I hope you was able to gain some sort of value from this video. Anyways, I know that.